Hey everybody, Pastor Dan here. I'm coming at you from the Fellowship Hall here at church, a space that is going to be transformed this Wednesday for our Ash Wednesday Labyrinth and Ashes. Believe it or not, the season of Lent is already upon us. Ash Wednesday is this Wednesday, March 5th, and the Fellowship Hall is going to be open with the prayer labyrinth from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then again from 5 to 7 p.m. 2 different windows of time that you can come here and walk the labyrinth. Now, if you've never done a prayer labyrinth before, it is a wonderful, very reflective, and unique form of prayer that I would highly recommend checking out this Wednesday. I think a lot of times when we talk about prayer, we think about prayer as very much a mental activity. Prayer is something that happens up here. It's this kind of internal conversation with God, whether you're kind of away in your prayer closet or sitting in a pew or sitting in a comfortable seat at home. That's often how at least I think about prayer, is kind of this mental conversation with God. It's a good thing. It's perfectly fine to pray that way, but it's not very physical. It's not very embodied. And what's unique about the labyrinth is it is a form of prayer that uses our entire bodies. There's no wrong way to walk a labyrinth. If you've never seen a prayer labyrinth before, imagine sort of a big maze, only there's one path through it, so you can't get turned around, you can't get lost. You just follow the path to the center, and then you follow the path back out. Our labyrinth here at church is massive. It's printed on this big canvas sheet, which pretty much fills the entire room here. And there's a lot of different ways you can approach it. For some folks, they will just imagine that they are on a walk with God. So as they walk this path, they'll just pray, just like you would pray normally, except you're praying while walking, again, using your body. Another way to do it is to have a short prayer, something like the Lord's Prayer or a breath prayer that you return to over and over again as you walk the path. Something I really like to do is I like to visualize and imagine that God is at the center of the labyrinth. And so then as I go through this path, I am drawing closer and closer to the presence of God until I am standing in the middle of the labyrinth with God. And then I, slowly work my way back out. Again, there is no wrong way to do it. It's a really cool, different sort of way to pray. I'd highly recommend checking it out this Wednesday. We're going to have some printed guides on hand. So if you need a little guidance to walk the labyrinth, if you feel a little odd, you don't quite know what to do, we're going to have these super helpful guides here, which are specific to Ash Wednesday, so you can definitely check that out. We're also going to have some coloring pages here. The parlor is going to be set up with coloring materials, so if you're having a hard time getting into that quiet space, you want to go in there and kind of do a little coloring before you walk, that's going to be there for you. Or if you want to color a bit after you walk the labyrinth, that's an option too. We're going to have these really nifty labyrinth stickers, free stickers. Who doesn't want a free sticker? You can get one of these if you come by this Wednesday. Also want to say too, for parents, the labyrinth is a fantastic practice for children. My kids love the labyrinth. They do it every year. It is a great practice to do with your children. So bring your kids, big kids, little kids, teenagers, elementary age, not too young or too old to walk the labyrinth. They will love it. You'll get a lot out of it. And of course, I'll be on hand too. I'll be here in both those windows of time giving ashes to all who want it. That's totally optional. If you don't want to do that, that is fine. And the labyrinth takes about 20 to 30 minutes to walk. So again, we're going to be open this Wednesday, March 5th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then again from 5 to 7 p.m. You can show up at any point in those 2 windows to walk the labyrinth and kick off Lent in a very quiet, peaceful, reflective way. I will see you this Wednesday. Until then, grace and peace.